Okay, so welcome everyone to your evening meditation. It's going to be doing about a half an hour meditation on today's workbook lesson, diving into workbook lesson 33 from A Course in Miracles. So just going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next half an hour or so. Put your phone on mute or silent. Just sitting comfortably, feet shoulder width apart, cup your hands in your lap. Close your eyes. And start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. So breathing into the lower stomach. Squeeze the sphincter muscle. It's the muscle used to contract the flow of urine or squeeze the last drops out. Take another sip of air into your heart center. Put one hand on your heart. And squeeze the sphincter muscle, which is the muscle used to contract the flow of urine. Squeeze the last drops out. Creates an energy lock and also a pumping action. So you pump this energy up the spines, Kundalini or life energy up the spine, and simultaneously draw it up the spine. So your breath, drawing it up into your upper chest, your upper back, up into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. And just check in with your mind. So just noticing any thoughts or emotions going on there. Anything blowing through the mind. Particularly anything that's disturbing your peace, that's upsetting you in any way. Just notice those thoughts, notice the emotions, notice any physical sensations that accompany them. So maybe there's a knot in your stomach, block in your chest, clenched jaw, clenched fist, dry mouth, sweaty palms, nausea, panic attacks, the extreme. Just notice wherever you happen to be on that spectrum. Now, with the help of your breath, you're just going to let it go. So take another sip of air in, just to top you up. And today's idea, key idea of today's lesson is there is another way of looking at the world. There is another way of looking at the world. And therefore at this particular situation, this person that seems to be upsetting you. There is another way of looking at this. Say that to yourself very firmly. And now exhale. Just blowing it all out with your breath. Letting it all go. This is like a dark cloud just leaving. You're just blowing it away. It's the wind of your breath. Pull the lower stomach into the spine sharply. Expel the last remaining air out. And then just pause at the bottom of the exhale. You're completely empty and find stillness and peace in the emptiness. Find yourself there's really nowhere else to go, nothing else to do for the next 25 minutes. Just breathe, relax, and be still. Breathing in again, in through the nose. Notice how the stomach rises, and the chest rises. Squeeze the sphincter muscle. There's a subtle flow of air flowing into the nostrils. Draw this life energy up the spine, into your heart center. Put one hand on your heart. Smile. Feel this warm wave of energy rising up with the breath. From your lower spine into your middle chest, into your heart center. Imagine it's flowing into your stomach, into your heart. And visualize a beautiful golden or white light flowing into these points, into your third eye, between your eyebrows, to the crown of your head. Just draw this light, column of golden or white light, just drawing it up the spine, into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale, smile. And repeat to yourself, there is another way of looking at the world. Today's idea is an attempt to recognize that you can shift your perception of the world in both its outer and its inner aspects. So just repeat this idea again. It's another way of looking at the world. Then you can look within at what's going on in your mind. So you apply the idea to those thoughts and emotions. And you can open your eyes and look about. And so there is another way of looking at the world through my eyes and my ears, my sense perceptions. Now exhale. Letting it all go, breathing it all out. There's another way of looking at the world. So that's fairly casually, very unhurried way. Just alternate between surveying the outer world, and then you can close your eyes, survey your inner world. Pull the lower stomach into the spine, expel the last remaining air out, and just pause here for a few moments in the stillness. So there is another way of looking at the world. And then open your eyes as you breathe in again. Nice deep inhale, like you're breathing this beautiful golden and white light into your stomach, your belly button, into your heart center. Keep one hand over your heart, drawing the energy up the spine into your upper spine, going into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. It's like a warm wave of energy rising up. Again, just glance casually around the world. Do you see the various objects, things surrounding you? Apply today's idea. There is another way of looking at the world. And then close your eyes and survey your inner thoughts. With equal casualness, there is another way of looking at everything that I'm perceiving. Apply this particularly to any situations that you find in any way distressing, disturbing, upsetting. Just try to remain equally uninvolved with both your outer and your inner perceptions. And just to maintain this detachment as you repeat the idea, there is another way of looking at the world. Exhale. This time keep your mouth closed, just sigh it all out. So letting the air flow out of your nostrils, make a little sighing sound on the back of your throat as though you're fogging sunglasses. Just keep your mouth closed. The waves sighing back into the ocean. And feel this life energy that you raised up to the crown of your head, just subsiding back down, front channel of your body. Just coming to rest in your lower stomach, your spine. Just letting it all rest there. Smile. There is another way of looking at the world. Close your eyes and just sink in, scanning your mind, noticing any thoughts going on there, thoughts and emotions, the product of sense perceptions. So in this lesson, we're being asked to look at these perceptions and correct our minds. There's another way of seeing. You don't have to see these people and situations in the same way. Your ego is going to tell you that this idea is nonsense and that you cannot overlook people's errors, their sins. You must see the error, you must focus on the error. The Holy Spirit says, just look at it differently and let go of your misperception of sin, guilt, fear, attack, hatred, anger, jealousy, rage, depression, sadness. These all come about because we don't look at the world correctly. So just breathing in, nice deep inhale breath in through the nose. Notice how the stomach rises, the chest rises. Subtle flow of air through the nostrils. Squeeze the sphincter muscle, the muscle at the base of the spine that you use to contract. Flow of urine or squeeze the last drops out. Locks the energy in, simultaneously draw it up the spine like a warm wave of energy rising up to the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale, smile. So there is another way of looking at the world. There's another way of looking at the world. Smile. And then exhale. Just letting go of what you need to let go of. If you noticed any scraps of negative thoughts and emotion, a minor irritation, a little bit of frustration, a little bit of anxiety, ranging to intense fear, intense rage, fury, hatred. So they're all really just aspects of the same thought system. It just needs to be let go of. So there is another way of looking at the situation. So you exhale out. The Greek word for forgiveness means to exhale. So on the exhale, it's a perfect opportunity just to release, to let go of whatever thoughts and emotions you're holding on to related to a particular situation, person or people. Usually our challenges revolve around persons or people in the world. And there is another way of looking at every situation. Maybe you can't quite see that yet, but just by stating this lesson repeatedly, you're telling your mind that it is there. There is another way, looking at this world and this situation, this person, people, places, events. And by teaching your mind that, at some point, it's going to start to dawn on you that you can actually do this in any situation. You can just shift your perception and see it differently. Which can be very helpful. This is a very helpful lesson in any situation. When you're tempted to get upset, when there's any distress, remember to apply today's idea. The instant you're aware of any kind of distress. If you're in the Art of Letting Go Club, I've sent you a shorter recording. So you can just use that recording frequently this evening to top you up, especially if anything comes in to upset you. There's any kind of distress, even a minor irritation is a form of distress. It's important that you become very aware of these subtle, these minor things apparently that disturb your peace, because they're really just part of a thought system that at its extreme is intolerable. It's really about the core of it: intense rage, fury, anger, fear, guilt. So we're paying attention to the little things, the little signs that you're really out of alignment. Love. It's going to help you to let go. Let go of your misperceptions and see it differently. So just step back, watch your breath, breathe in nice, deep, slow inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. Just noticing how the stomach rises, the chest rises. Subtle flow of air into the nostrils. Feel the life energy rising up the spine. Crown of your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. And then you exhale. Just sigh it all out. And then the airflow out. Chest and the stomach suck back in. And come to rest. A few moments in the peace and the stillness. Smile. And you get a little glimpse of state of mind that comes when you can see a different perception, when there's another way of looking at the world. It starts to become your default perception. A lot more peace, a lot more happiness. Peace, happiness, joy, love. These all go hand in hand. And breathing in again, just watching the breath. Very slow, deep, rhythmical inhales and exhales. Just watch all the subtle sensations of the breath air flowing into the nostrils, chest and the stomach suck back in. So expand as you inhale. Draw the energy up the spine to the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. One hand on your heart. Feel the connection. Anchoring your awareness into your heart presence. And that's enough sometimes just to be there. Be in your heart space. Feel the love. There's really nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about. Smile. And exhale. Sigh it all out. It all go and sinking a bit deeper with each breath. Slowly peaceful, calm, relaxed state of mind. So nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, nothing else to think about for the next 2 minutes. Just breathe, relax, be still, be silent. Sink in. Sinking deeper and deeper with each breath, going deeper and deeper into this beautiful, peaceful, calm, relaxed place. It's already a place, state of mind. Letting the breath take you there. To a state of mind where time and place, all things of this world just fade away. You find yourself in a new world, entirely different reality. So let yourself go there. For the next couple of minutes, just step back, watch your breath, breathe, relax, be still. Remind yourself one more time there is another way of looking at the world. And then let go and let God surrender into the stillness and the silence. The next 2 minutes. Any thoughts arise in any way distressing, disturbing, just notice them. Notice those thoughts and then just gently let them go. Imagine they're like dark clouds. Just blow them away with the wind of your breath. Just sigh it all out. So the clouds just dissipating. So they have no real power to obscure the eternally serene sky, which is your true awareness, your beingness beyond time and space. Restore your mind to that awareness. Sink into it. Going deeper and deeper with each breath. For another minute of silence. Forget everything and just be in the light for the next minute of silence. And so just gently, on the count of 3, you're going to come back into an awareness of your body and the breath and the world. So hopefully a different perspective will help you to really see, really feel the truth of these words in today's lesson. There is another way of looking at the world. So 1, just breathing in, noticing the subtle sensations of the breath, so the stomach rising, chest rising, squeeze the sphincter muscle, draw the life energy up the spine, one hand on your heart center. Another sip of air and draw the energy all the way up into the crown of your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Take another sip of air and smile. Just connect deeply with the peace and the stillness and the gap between breaths. Come when you change your perception. So the reason these early lessons of the Course in Miracles are focused on perception is because that's the key to sustainable peace in this world. You must change your perception. You must change the way you look at the world. Smile at that thought. You have the key. It's about remembering to use it in every situation. And then exhale. Sigh it all out. Make a sighing sound in the back of your throat. And the air flowing out of your nostrils, the energy subsiding back down the front channel of your body. A wave breaking back into the ocean, coming to rest in your lower stomach. Pause at the bottom of the exhale. Smile. And then breathe in again. Just notice the weight of your body down there, base of your spine, bum pressing down to the chair, your feet touching the ground. So breathe in again, notice the air flowing into your nostrils. Maybe there's a subtle smell when you do that. A taste in your mouth, notice what you're hearing. Noticing all these things from this very calm, surrendered, non-judgmental perspective. Smile. Smile. So all is well. You don't have to name anything or judge it or label it. Just be aware of all of your sense perceptions, what you're hearing. 3, as you open your eyes, what you're seeing. And just look around and noticing all these things from this very calm, detached place. So you don't have to name these things, name them, label them, judge them, interpret them in any way. It's really our mental interpretations of our sense perceptions that cause us all the pain and suffering and grief that we experience here. Perception is the problem, so we must correct our perception. So I hope this meditation's helped you to do that in some way. I hope you feel very peaceful and relaxed for the rest of the evening. And to help you stay that way, just use the shorter recording that I sent you earlier if you're in the Ask Letting Go Club in the WhatsApp group to top you up. Only needs to take a couple of minutes. If anything comes in to distress you, to upset you in any way, just take a few minutes time out, listen to that recording, apply today's idea. If you don't have the recording, then just simply taking 30 seconds, breathing, closing your eyes and saying, to bring the situation to mind. And notice the thoughts and emotions about it. That there is another way of looking at this situation, because there is another way of looking at the whole world. And exhale, and just feel some kind of sense of release, that you can just let go of some of that negative thought and emotion. If you can do that every time, then that's all you can do. That's all forgiveness is. Just letting go of a little bit more each time of the ego's thought system. Your belief in that system is the problem. So I wish you good practicing, much peace and flow. Thank you for listening again. And I hope to see you tomorrow. I've got a meditation at 12:30 UK time, 1:30 SA time, and another one at the same time this evening. Tomorrow evening, 5:30 p.m. UK, 6:30 p.m. SA time. So thanks again for listening. And namaste, which means the divine peace and love and joy and everything that's involved in the divine. Honors and acknowledges that same peace, love, and joy and everything else in you. Peace.